A very warm welcome, all of you, to the online teaching session of Class 10 2020-21. I'm Mrs. Leena Varghese here. So, in the previous classes, we have studied about the various life processes that are necessary to maintain the life of an organism. Okay, like what? We have studied about nutrition, respiration, then we studied about transportation and excretion. Okay, and the next chapter was control and coordination, that is presently omitted for this year, and I'm going to start the new chapter, that is how do organisms reproduce, chapter 8. Okay, so what do you mean by reproduction? It is the process by which an organism produces young ones of its own kind, isn't it? And why do organisms reproduce? Reproduction is not necessary to maintain the life of an organism. Like what? Like nutrition or respiration or excretion. These all processes are very necessary to maintain the life, isn't it? But reproduction is not necessary to maintain the life of an organism. But, okay, the organism is going to, or they create more individuals of its own kind. So why it is necessary? It needs lot of energy to be spent, isn't it, on reproduction. So why the organisms, even though it is not a basic process for the maintaining of life, why organisms does reproduction? Because this is the very necessary process needed for the maintaining of a species or the existence of a species, isn't it? If any organisms are not able to reproduce, what will happen? That will end, that will lead to the destruction of all this particular species, isn't it? The species will get eliminated from earth's surface, isn't it? They'll get extincted. So for a species, okay, to continue its life, okay, it is very very necessary, okay, for a species to continue or to avoid its extinction. The reproduction process is very important, but for an individual it is not so important, okay, as in the case of other life maintaining processes. Is it clear? So I told you, in reproduction, the organism produce young ones of their own kind, isn't it? Always elephant's baby will be an elephant only, isn't it? And a dog's baby will be what? A dog itself. So they produce what? Similar kind of organisms. So if body designs, why this they are similar? Because their body designs are similar. So if the body designs are to be similar, something should be there that directs this, isn't it? There should be a blueprint. Understood? And reproduction at its most basic level will involve what? Making copies of the blueprint of body design. Understood? So if the organisms are looking similar, or the young ones are looking similar to their parents, because their body designs are same. So who determines this body designs? Something like what? Some blueprint should be there. Understood? And this blueprint we can trace to the what? Cells. Inside the cell, what is there? Nucleus is there, and inside the nucleus, chromosomes are there. Chromosomes contains what? DNA, isn't it? So DNA directs, or DNA has the information for inheritance of features from parents to next generation, isn't it? We have studied in ninth class. So DNA is what? Carrying the information for what? The transfer, or that transfer the characters from parents to offspring, okay. And this DNA in the nucleus is the information source for making proteins. They make proteins. Understood? So, two things DNA does. I told that. That is, one is for transferring the character from one parents to offspring, and at the same time DNA direct the characters of an organism by producing proteins. Okay, and if any change is there in the DNA, then what will happen? The proteins produced also will be changed, and this causes what? Differences. Okay, so like this, what in the basic event in reproduction is what? The creation of a DNA copy. Okay, so the basic event that should take place, okay, in the reproduction process is what? The copying of DNA. What do you mean by copying of DNA or creation of DNA? One DNA molecule will get divided or will get duplicated, okay, replicated. One of the DNA will make one more copy of it, okay, and that copy will be sent to the daughter cells. Okay, that equally the DNA will form two daughter DNA molecules, and these two daughter DNA molecules will be equally distributed to the daughter cells. When a single cell undergoes what cell division, okay, if it is mitosis, two cells will form, isn't it? Two daughter cells will form. So the DNA in the parent cell, only one, if only one cell DNA is there, but we are having 23 chromosomes and 23 pairs of chromosomes, and 23 pairs of DNA we are having. Okay, so that let it be. I'm just giving one example of a cell taking one DNA. So if one DNA is there in a cell, it will make one more copy and it will become two. Okay, and then it will be equally divided into the daughter cells. Or for see, for example, 23 pairs of chromosomes if is there in the human cell. Okay, so in a parent human cell there will be 46 chromosomes. This 46 chromosomes, all the 46 chromosomes will make one more copy of it, and then when the daughter cells are formed, that will be equally divided into what? The daughter cells. Meiosis is little bit different, that we have studied in 9th class, isn't it? Meiosis is little bit different, where the chromosome number is getting reduced to half. Okay, so the basic event in reproduction is what? The creation of DNA copy. So cells use certain chemical reactions, okay, certain chemical reactions to produce what? Copies of DNA, and this process is called DNA replication. Okay, DNA replication, and it's a biochemical reaction. Okay, or a chemical reaction called what? DNA replication is helping to produce one more copy of the DNA in a cell. Okay, and then this DNA copies, okay, should be separated from each other and should be equally distributed to the daughter cells. Understood? And so the DNA copying, okay, is needed to be accompanied with other what? Processes, like what? There should be what? Its own cellular apparatus, okay, to divide this chromosomes or DNA formed to be distributed equally to the cells. Okay, so these two cells which are formed from the parent cells are similar. Are they identical, or there can be any difference? Yes. Why? Because there is what? Some differences. There may be some differences in the process of copying of DNA. Okay, because no biochemical reaction is absolutely reliable. This question was asked once. Okay, why DNA copying? After DNA copying, okay, what happened? The cells the daughter cells may vary between them, vary among them. Why? Because the DNA copying is done with the help of a biochemical reaction, and no biochemical reaction is absolutely reliable. There can be little bit what differences, but they look alike. Okay, there will be more similarities, but they are not identical. Understood? So this is because of what the DNA copying is done with the help of a biochemical reaction, and this biochemical reactions always cannot be what absolutely reliable. Understood? So in each time there can arise certain variation when DNA copying is done or DNA replication is done. What can happen? There can be little bit variation. Okay, so the DNA copies which are formed by the process can be similar, but they may not be identical or original. So what is the answer for this? Why DNA copies generated will be similar but not identical? Because DNA produce, okay, its copy by a biochemical process called what? DNA replication, and no biochemical reaction is absolutely reliable. There can be little bit variations. Okay, and some of the variations are so drastic, it will be very very large, so that what? The new DNA copy will not be able to work in the cellular apparatus of the daughter cells. Okay, so in that case it will not be, that cell will not be able to survive. Okay, and there can be a small variation in the DNA copies that will not lead to a drastic problem. Okay, they will not cause any drastic problem, but there will be small variations. Okay, so the surviving cells are similar but subtly different from each other. So they are not what? Identical. The daughter cells formed is not identical, but they are similar. Okay, so this inbuilt tendency for variation during reproduction is the basis of what? Evolution. Okay, so evolution you wouldn't have heard, or you would have heard. Evolution means what? The process by which new organisms evolves, isn't it? When life originated, there was no human being or higher organisms, isn't it? Only as a single cell, or before that you cannot say what, there was a cell also. Understood? So from that particular life molecules, okay, living molecules, what? Cell originated, then unicellular organisms formed, then multicellular, and you have studied about the what? Various what classification system. Do you remember last year you have studied about porifera, cylindrata? So as you compare all this, you can see that difference is gradual evolution in characters. Okay, so this evolution takes place, okay, due to what? Due to the variation that is happening inbuilt, okay, in the during the reproduction process. So what I was saying is importance of variation. Okay, how variation occurs? When DNA is getting copied. Okay, when DNA is getting copied, what can happen? There can be small variation, because this process of copying of DNA is a biochemical process, and there can be little bit differences or variation. Okay, so there is a inbuilt mechanism for small variation, and this small variation is very important for evolution. Okay, so why we have studied copying of DNA here? Because in the basic requirement or the basic process of reproduction is what? Copying of DNA. Okay, a parent cell has its own DNA that will get copied into new what, and or it will form a new copy, and then it will be equally distributed. That is the basic step in reproduction. Okay, then what is the importance of variation? That only we were studying. So we can see that organisms, they live in defined places or niches in the ecosystem. Okay, there will be what? Particular niches Okay, for example, some are autotrophs, isn't it? Some are heterotrophs, and in that also they are what adapted to live in different conditions. Okay, organisms. Okay, and these organisms reproduce and produce their young ones. They also will do the same thing as their parents are doing, isn't it? Like what, a crow, how they live, a new means a baby crow, how they will grow, how they live by following the same pattern of feeding and other habits that their parents are having. Why they are able to do this? Because their body designs are same, isn't it? This body design features allow the organisms to use that particular niche, isn't it? And why they are how they are able to use this? Because their body designs are, they are designed to do that particular job. Okay, so reproduction is therefore linked to the stability of populations of species. Understood? So reproduction, what they do, they produce the same kind of young ones. Okay, and that help in the stability of population of that particular species. But sometimes what can happen, sometimes, so this can also be asked, why reproduction is linked to the stability of population of species. Why? The consistency of DNA copying during reproduction is important for the maintenance of body design features that allow the organism to use that particular niche. Okay, so by reproduction, what happened? The body designs of the young ones will be similar to their parents, so that they can use the same niche or the role that are doing that were doing by their parents, and this results in the stability of the population of species. Clear? Then, but niches can change, isn't it? Because due to natural phenomenons, this role or this what the work they were doing in the nature can be challenged, isn't it? For example, what if the temperature of earth goes on increasing or decreasing? Okay, water levels can vary, isn't it? Or what, meteorite hits can be. So these all are what, unexpected conditions, okay, in the nature. And if a particular organisms or that population of organisms are what, suited to a particular niche. Okay, and if that niche was drastically changed, clear, then what will happen? That population will be wiped out. But if there are certain variation, this organisms with variation can survive, and what, that population can survive, isn't it? Through that particular organism which were having variation. Once again, I'll tell you, listen carefully. That is one example we can take. Okay, for example, if there was some population of bacteria living in a temperate waters, means what in cold climates, if they were living, and if due to global warming, if the temperature is getting increased, okay, most of the bacteria that were formed by reproduction, isn't it, will get died. Understood? But some will be there, one or two will be there which were having some variation. Okay, during DNA copying, they would have happened there would have happened some variations, and due to that variation they may be able to survive that particular high temperature. So all the bacteria will other bacteria will get died, and this particular bacteria which were having the variation can survive. And then what will happen? They will not be killed by this increase in temperature, and they multiply, their number will get increased. And now what will happen? This will grow further and maintain that particular population. Understood? So variation is useful for survival of species over time. Okay, so all this can be asked in your exams. Okay, variation is useful for the survival of species over time. Explain or justify. Like this, questions can come. So what you will write? Variation helps the species or population, okay, population to survive certain changes in the environment and thereby help them to survive in the what changed nature or changed atmosphere, okay, and help in the what survival of species over time. Is it clear? You can give example of this bacteria. Understood? So bacteria's example I gave here. What I said, if some bacteria are what they are adapted to live in a particular temperature or low temperature, and if the temperature increases, what will happen? All the bacteria will die except a few, which are having the variation. And now through this bacteria only, this population can survive. Okay, they multiply and they will survive. So variation is very important. How this variation is produced? Basically this variation is produced during the DNA copying. Okay, as DNA copying is a biochemical process, there can be differences, variation, but overall the organisms will be similar, but there can be small variations, and this variations forms the what basis for evolution, and that help the species to survive over the hazardships. Okay, so this is what importance of variation. So what we have studied today, I have told you about what is reproduction. Okay, so then for reproduction, okay, reproduction means the process of formation of young ones of their own kind. So how this parents and offsprings are similar? Because of their body designs. So who will decide this body designs? The DNA, isn't it? So during reproduction, the basic process of reproduction is what? Copying of DNA. And it's a biochemical reaction, and this can have certain variations. Okay, and these variations are very very important for the survival of the species. Okay, so the organisms or daughter cells formed from the parent cell may not be identical, but they are similar. So hope you understood this much. We'll continue in the next class.